Hello everyone, my name is FunkyBud and today I will see if I can ruin your day by having something to say. And today I will be talking about Little Simz. Sometimes I might be an introvert. Who Little Simz is pretty widely known at this point. She's very popular and for good reason. I checked out her last album, Grey Area, which won a bunch of awards, and for good reason, because it is a very good album, which has good tracks. No, great tracks. It is just flawless from front to back, and my major complaint with it is that it was way too short. It was about half an hour and it was kind of scattershot, with some tracks being kind of industrial and some tracks being kind of neo soul, which was a bit confusing, but yeah, a great album regardless. But this new album has additional 30 minutes to it, which definitely helps. Also 5 interludes. This album is about being weak and being introverted, but overcoming it in order to do what you like and feeling good about yourself. The opening track, Introvert, is as great as the opening track, Dark Fantasy, to Kanye West, My Dark Beautiful Twisted Fantasy. It really is. And it has so many parts. Like, it's just perfect. The track I Love You, I Hate You is awesome for sure, but the ad-libs in the back that are pitched up and go back and forth with saying I love you, I hate you are kind of grating. Another track I would like to compliment is Protect My Energy, with it being filled with analogs. It just sounds perfect. Again, it is just fantastic, really. And there are two types of tracks on this album that are softer, kind of folk almost, and those that go way harder, have much more energy, and I definitely prefer the latter, but it's undeniable both sound perfect in their own way. More so, the former sounds a tad boring at parts, like on the track I See You, but it is a fact on this album that the songs here do sound unique in their own right and aren't interchangeable, although they fit into two groups really. Anyways, back to talking about interludes on this album. Lil Q Part 1 is good, but it's just mostly an interlude because it is like 4 times shorter than Lil Q Part 2, which is a 10 out of 10 by the way. It is great. Again, perfect. I know I'm repeating myself, but it is. And Lil Q Part 1 is good, at least. And the rapper that came to T is good, I guess, but for me it's way too stilted and too awkward to be enjoyed in any way really. But Gems is epic. It's about Little Simz confronting some mystical voice about achieving great things, and I love it. It sounds great. Its premise is great as well. Another track I have specific thoughts on is Misunderstood, the closer, where the keys are kind of too loud and they are too overbearing for me to fall in love with the track overall. So, yeah, the track before that sounded amazing and probably could have stayed as the closer in my opinion. Anyway, this record had great production, had awesome hooks and choruses. Most of the ad-libs were very nicely done. The features were also very nicely done, and the singing is as great as on Grey Area, aka Little Simz sounds amazing all throughout this record. Also, the outros were freaking amazing as well. And on the premise, this album definitely delivers, and if anyone wants a blissful record, this is definitely one of them. I will give it a 8.5. And another thing I would like to mention is, yes, there is some repetition of words on this record, but it's not as bad as on the last record I reviewed, because one, it's not super annoying, and two, it does not go as far where it just becomes the majority of the track and it's said like 100 times video over.